Hello and welcome to another video. So in this video we want to talk about evil and odious numbers. So a number is evil if the sum of its binary digits is even, otherwise the number is odious. So it's evil if the sum of its binary digits is even, otherwise it's odious. So first, let's have a positive integer and input, enter a positive integer. So I want to print a sequence of evil numbers. So I need something like counter, starting from 1 up to and including n. So we want to print all evil numbers from 1 up to and including n. Now let's have a while loop here, num less than or equal to n. So be careful about equal sign here because you have to include n as well. And now we have to implement two functions. The first one to convert to binary representation, and the second one to decide if the number is evil or odious. So let's implement those two functions. So first of all, we have to implement to binary function. So we want to convert to binary representation. So it takes an integer and it returns a string, the binary representation in the form of string. So let's have an empty string here, 10, and then while x greater than 0. Now we have to use string concatenation, temp equals. So what I need is the remainder, x mod 2. So of course we have to convert it to string x mod 2, and this string plus temp. In each iteration you have to update the value of x. We don't need floating point numbers, we just need integers. So I'm going to use floor division. And then let's return temp. So the other function is evil odious. So it takes string. So basically it takes that binary representation from this function here. And it returns string 2. So return, so I want to return evil if, so we have to count the number of ones in the binary representation. If we have even number of ones, we return evil, otherwise odious. So evil if x.count, so we are going to use count method, and then inside parentheses, string 1 mod 2 equals 0. If this one is true, we return evil, otherwise else we return odious. So we are done with the implementation of these two functions. Now let's go back to our while loop. So here, I want to check if we get evil. If we get evil, we can print or we can display that integer. So basically we want to print a sequence of evil numbers. So if evil odious, and what we need is this one right here. We need a string. So let's call to binary function and we pass num starting from 1. If the whole thing equals evil, it means yes, this number is evil, let's print it. So print num. So let's stay on the same line. I'm going to use end parameter, and that's all. So space just to have a clean output. And of course, we have to increase the value of no. So everything seems fine. Now let's run the code. So here, enter a positive integer. Let's say 62. Now we have these evil numbers. Now let's try it again. So let's have a bigger number, 250. So these are all the evil numbers, starting from 1 up to 250. So that was all for this video. Hopefully you have enjoyed. If you have any question, comment down below. See you next time. Bye-bye.